Welcome back to my channel. I very much appreciate you checking out this video. This is BattlBox Mission Brief 105. If you don't know what BattlBox is, well, BattlBox is a monthly subscription delivery of all sorts of goodies. Hunting gear, camping gear, survival gear, medical gear. I like the medical gear. It allows me to stock up on my supplies. And let's get into it. They have different tiers. You can do basic, you can do advanced, you can do pro, and you can do pro plus. We are going to be starting with what you'd get if you would have signed up for the basic box this month. First item, I do not lie, but I have always been a fan of things that start fire. And this is the Outdoor Element Fire Starter. The Fire Flute. Why do they call it that? Because it actually has a whistle on it. Okay. I'm not going to test this, by the way. In one of these videos, I tried this and almost lit the table on fire. In the package is the fire flute itself. And then they send along 3 of these slow-burning tinder wicks. There's 2 there because I took the one out and put it in its storage location. So that when you go out and you have this with you, you can keep one of them on board. O-ring here to keep that good. Nice heavy gauged pocket clip on it, and then this is your straight edge right here oops. And evidently they must offer replacement ends for this. I haven't gone to their site, but I just started to unscrew that. So you take that off, you can break that up to get your fire going, and then both sides of this are made to be your striker. These I like it because this one is a nice beefy, looks like elite 3/8 inch ferrule rod on it. This part could be replaced too. By then, you'd probably just say heck with it and replace the whole thing. That's the first item. Now, we can go through this any way you want. I always appreciate when you guys leave your comments down below. Do you like the whole box? Do you like individual items? Shout out to my friend Mike Gillian. He reviews a different company's boxes, and we go back and forth being sincerely honest. I mean, it's hard-earned money. You should be able to make a comment, like it or not. I really like the fire starter. Next is the Delta emergency water filter. Not that. Over the years, I have received lots of different ways to filter water. One of my favorite is an actual container that actually works as the collector, and then through osmosis you push it down and it moves. I like that one a lot. This one is a really basic, but in an emergency, I can't knock it. I tell you what, it's almost a brain teaser activity to take this all out of this package and get it back into the package without wrecking it. So I'm just going to skip that part if possible here and take it out this way. You get the frame. I guess the best analogy I have here is it's like making coffee. You have your carafe, the stuff you put your coffee in, and how this works is right here is going to be like your spout area. So you push that like that. Oops, sorry. Square peg in a round hole. That wasn't working. And then this one right here. And now you end up with this, the basket. Unfold your filter. And now you have your filter down in there. And then you can collect your swamp water, your lake water, whatever you have, and then it would filter through that. I don't see this as an extremely fast process, but again, in an emergency. In an emergency, you have something that folds up and stores in a small space. Save you the burden of me trying to put that back in there. But for something that I can throw in like a bug out bag or a med kit or my camping gear or just any kind of an emergency thing, I tell you what, I'd rather have that than not have it at all. Next, Absorbit's Wet Electronic Rescue Pouch. Water can destroy your electronics. This is kind of like the bag version of throwing your, remember the old thing was to throw your electronics in rice. It's basically feels like it's just a pouch sewn with the silica front and back. And here's the ironic part. So if I drop my device into water right now, they say to dry it off. And then put it in the pouch. And let's see, I think they had they said you can go ahead and try your device in 4 to 6 hours, but if it still won't activate, to leave it in the pouch for 24 hours. The Absorbit's Wet Electronic Rescue Pouch. I wanna not like that, but in the event of a water landing, you might like that. And the last item in the basic box, still pretty good this month as far as total items. For their basic box. Last item up in here is Beast Wash. Rugged Beast Bar. Don't touch my bottom. That means you, Hector. BattlBox. Branded. Toxin free. Non-animal tested. Made by hands. Ethically sourced, 100% organic. Here, you want to smell it? It smells beastie. You know, I really don't know how to describe it. It's not. It reminds me of a scent of a candle that I think it was my mom used to purchase it. It actually smells quite nice. I guess we all should eventually have to bathe. So why not bathe with a beast? Okay, that is your basic box. So if you signed up for the basic box, that's what you would receive this month. If you signed up for the advanced box, you would receive all of this and 2 items this month. And I'm just going to tell you right now, I'll show you the picture. We are not going to open this. I already have opened it, and I could block out the sun with it, so it was irrelevant to try to show it to you here. Oh, and the Beast one, you can get 15% off if you were to have a secret code, but due to contractual obligations, I cannot give out the codes yeah, they get really upset if I like give out the codes. You're supposed to, purchase the product, and then you can get the secret code to get 15% off your next purchase. So, okay, this is the Right Line Gear single cargo storage bag. Okay, so it's 30 inches by 20 inches by 55 inches. So it means that you could actually use this as a car cover for a smart car. It is a large, big, poofy bag that would give you the ability to, say, fill full of clothing or whatever you're trying to keep out of the elements, but then put it in the back of your pickup truck, or they have those receiver cargo trays that you see on the back of cars and trucks. This is just a big ass bag that you can seal up and have out and back of your truck, and being able to keep stuff dry. It is comes with a couple extra straps. It has a strap. You kind of wind up the top and then snap the snaps together. I have 2 more of these. Like I said, they're deceivingly gigantic. And the other item that's in the advanced box is the Figure 9 Carabiner Rope Tightener. So, kind of got the hook dealy there, and if you're like one of those people that, you were a Boy Scout and you can tie all sorts of really cool knots, there's a few of them right there. So, carabiner with a... Well, this part, depending on the size of the rope you're using, is actually the tensioner, and and not for climbing. So it actually kind of gives you directions if you're not good at knots. See what I did right there? That's the advanced box. So if you signed up for the advanced box, you would have received all that. If you signed up for the pro box, now I think it's cool. I realize that it gives you more options, but you receive a $100 voucher. So what you receive, and one of the first things that you see when you open this box is attention. Don't just assume that this is garbage and throw it away. I have not opened this. I'm assuming that it has a code for their website. Actually, not assuming. I'm pretty positive that. And what they're allowing you to do is to go over to Wiley X's site and pick out something that you like. I have received a pair of these. One of their products in the past, and I really liked it. My problem is they were like a pair of goggles, very cool looking, like something you'd see somebody climbing Antarctica. Unfortunately, I wear glasses, and they did not work with my glasses. I have them around here someplace, but this just gives you, like, maybe you say to yourself, I would never want to own a pair of orange lenses. Well, voila, you now have $100 to put towards stuff. And they do say that they have plenty of items in their lineup that are not $100, so this would cover your entire purchase. But maybe you want something that's more expensive, and this is going to pay $100 of it. So that's what you would have received. That's what you would have received this month in the Pro Box, and so you get all those goodies. Next, we move on to the top of the pile, the Pro Plus level, and I am on record, and I will continue to be totally truthful with you guys all the way to the point where I piss off a sponsor and I no longer carry their items. Kind of what happened with another product. Oh well. It is a machete. and this is like the third or the fourth machete that I have received in various of these boxes, and I'm not I don't really have a lot of use for a machete, so this isn't the kind of thing that really got my skirt puffy. Now, having said that, this is the nicest of the machetes that I've ever been sent to review. The very last one that I was sent hurt my hand terribly every time I went to use it. I used it to remove some brush out in the yard, and I ended up giving it to a friend of mine, and he said the first time he used it, the handle shattered. But it was also plastic. It was not, it wasn't this brand. Which, what else? It's Condor, oops, sorry about that. Condor tool and knife. And they send a little manual here with, they do have quite a bit of products. I like the walnut handle. It's actually a lot beefier than the last one. Looks like you know, if there was one that I would absolutely say, hey, I'm definitely not getting rid of that machete. This one, I like the thickness of the steel. I like the quality of the handle, and I have to say that if you don't want to wield the machete, I bet you could knock someone's ass out with the sheath for this thing. Just the leather thickness. The only thing I was a little confused about is this is like a rivet. It's not like a snap. It doesn't like open. There's only one way in, and it was like the very first thing that here, let me just fold this out of the way. The very first thing that I noticed is the blade is significantly bigger than the top of this thing. So I don't know. I'm assuming that I was just forced to like cut my own path. And then it feels like it's actually digging in right in here somewhere. So I really don't want the blade to pop out and cut my fingers off. But once you're in, you're good. So overall, I think it's pretty badass. I mean, I'm just not exactly sure what's going on right there. If you get one of these, I don't know if I'm being paranoid or what, but that tip is like slightly rounded for the blade. So as you can see, this is what's happening right here. It's like digging in, and it wouldn't surprise me to see this thing pop out right there. But okay, I mean, I don't wield a machete a lot, so it'd probably be like a good lifetime for me to have that happen. But that there is the El Salvador Condor machete. Like I said, this is definitely the nicest of the machetes. I don't mean to make that sound sarcastic or anything. It's a nice machete. If you have a use for a machete, I'd recommend that you check one of these ones out. I have no idea what the cost is. They stopped putting the prices on their items. Funny thing is oh, it's got to be in here somewhere. They have machetes in multiple spots. Never mind. Sorry, I blew up back there. Okay. So, well, I see if I can even find this particular machete in their book. As always, I definitely like the feedback of when you guys see these videos, what you think of the various stuff that oh, here it is right here. walnut El Salvador machete, designed by Condor Tool. Well, I could have probably told you all that if I just would have read on this, but yeah, it's in the outdoor section. Blade length is 18 inches. Overall, it is 23 inches. It's a 1075 high carbon steel, which means if you use it and you get it wet, make sure you wipe it off and lightly oil it when you're done. Epoxy black powder coating, and as I already said, walnut handles and the brass pins. So there you guys go. Questions, comments, please leave them down below. And like I said, useful, useless, maybe what was your the favorite item in there. Like I said, I thought it was kind of, well, maybe it's not funny, but I really like the fire starter. I would have been a lot more keen on the Wiley X, on the being able to go look at something in the lineup for their glasses or whatever, but unless I get a prescription, I'm kind of screwed. Not a fan at all of contacts. Been there, done that. Hard, soft, all have some huge problems. Okay, cheers guys, and thanks for checking out this video.